What's good? It's Chigozy. It's Friday, February 1st, 2019. And I'd really love to thank John Martinson for helping me put out this information, for putting out his own information. And you should definitely go check it out. His channel, this video I was just about to get into, I really want to finish it through, especially after making this video I'm putting out. But it's about how Donald Trump is not who you think he is, how hacking the headlines, this woman here is coming out with a video saying that Donald Trump's a planted agent, a scripted actor from 100 years ago or maybe more, which is exactly what I've been saying too. And he breaks it down. His videos are very good, clear, concise. He's a very, very good narration voice. So it makes it very easy to learn and follow along, and it's very enjoyable. So definitely check it out. Check out his channel, subscribe. He's putting out the truth that people need to know. And he put out a video featuring the video I made yesterday, and I really appreciate this. And this video talks about how gematria is what's going on and how we're proving it each day. And here is the video where he shows where I'm saying what's going to be in the news today. Well, by today I mean January 31st, 2019. And how that's Tesla, NASA related. And we're going to see what I said through his video, and then you can see what came out that day. Today, look for a killing. And you know, the sad part is I'm going to be right. I'm right every single time I do this. Why? I mean, this is what I mean. How is this because I'm good at anything? I mean, it's a day with a life lesson number of 44, 17 numerology. And even in their other form, it's 44 numerology. 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 20 plus 19. 1 plus 31 plus 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 9 both give you 44. Catholic 71. Catholic Church could definitely be some propaganda. Scottish 32. But 71 is the 20th prime, so death 20, kill 44, kill 17, conspiracy 51, federal 51. Ooh, Tesla, Elon Musk. Because Tesla, Elon Musk, space 4417, conspiracy 51, Freemason 51. I've documented several times they do things by the numbers 51. They'll come out with propaganda on May 10th. The failed launch. We can see how many days from Elon Musk's birthday. So there was that part, just the date numerology, and yeah, it's 149 days from his birthday, which we'll see, or 21 weeks and 1 day. 211, the 47 prime. They do everything by numbers 47 with Tesla. So I'm showing you there. I'm just doing this so everyone can understand. Like, you can see the date numerology. You can get an idea of what they're going to put out. And the only thing about this is that Tesla came out, they had their earnings on Wednesday. So I know a skeptic can just be like, oh yeah, they had their earnings Wednesday and in the afternoon. Of course they're going to talk about it the next day. But it's like, they don't even talk about it at all until the next day. They make it all main news the next day. They could have done it the day of. Secondly, you'll see how the information inside corresponds with the numbers of the date. And that's what NASA definitely did here. I mean, NASA and Tesla, by the way, both put out fake news, propaganda, fake news distractions on the 31st. So we'll start with Tesla because I was talking about them. And there was, kill, death type of stuff reported in the news too, of course. So it's a day with 4417, 51 numerology. Elon reversing the alphabetical order, reducing each letter to a single digit. 17. Without reducing, but still reversing, 44 is his last name. 1744 in the reverse reductions or reverse alphabetical order. Like space, 1744. Conspiracy, Freemasons, Zionism, Federal, all 51. Remember, May 10th was a failed SpaceX launch. That was back in April. I said look out for May 1st. But May 10th, 5/1, I was saying look up for that pattern. I've just been telling people this so they can see what I'm talking about. Time 20, they do space time rituals. So remember how it was a date of It was a date with 71 and 44 numerology. Look what they had in the photo. They're talking about Tesla had to ramp up their production of the cars because other competitors are flooding the market with electric vehicles. So it was published 16 hours ago. That was yesterday. Because right now it's February 1st, 3:54 a.m. So I think all in America besides Hawaii, it's Friday now. But this is all from Thursday, the 31st. And this is a minute 58-second video. I have to document this. If it'll play. If it doesn't, it's fine. I'm glad it doesn't play. I'm good. I'm glad a boy can't click on this bullshit-ass video from the propaganda and it can't be programmed right away. But it's a minute 58, 83%. But look at this. JBS 768. Oh, so they just do this type of shit to annoy you. Okay. Minute 58, Freemasonry 158, Tesla Motors 58, electric vehicles also equals 158, JBS 768. I mean, this is why I saw this today. Look at the published date, January 31st. We'll pull that back up. Date with 44 life lesson number, 71 numerology. Now look what JBS 768 sums to. I mean, it's just when I saw this, I was like, come on. Like, I said all the time, they put the date numerology inside the propaganda. You want the classic calculator for this one because it adds the numbers that aren't letters to the values. Or sorry, that's what the new calculator does. The old one doesn't do it. They got it backwards. So if you can't tell, making these blog posts, I use the old calculator because it prints it out like this. You can just copy and paste. So thanks a lot, Derek, for that. You really make this work really easy to do. Derek is the one who built this calculator. Please check out his blog, Gematrinator blog. Please check out Gematrinator 85's channel. He puts up really good information. He streams from time to time. He's got this down packed. So here we get JBS 768. 7144. I mean, talk about by the numbers, Zionist Jew fake news. JBS 768. You see what I'm saying? J is the 17th letter when you reverse. B is 25 because A is 26. It goes A 26, Z is 1. And then you add 768. Reversing and reducing. So, S becomes 8 because 1 plus 9, or S is just 8. You see what I'm doing. You reverse these letters single digit, like J is 17, 1 plus 7 is 8. I'm trying to explain this for anyone new here, saying what's going on. This is how you do Gematria. It is a Jewish practice, a Phoenician practice. Here we get them putting this 7144, and it's a day with 7144 numerology. Unbelievable. So there's just some more notes on this. They're talking about it's the Model Y. The Tesla Model Y announced during the earnings call. And they talk about the Model Y and a date with 51 numerology. When you reverse the alphabetical order, or sorry, you take the Francis Bacon method. Francis Bacon takes into account the capital letters. So you had 26 per capital letter, 51. They with 51 numerology, talking about how they're talking about the Model Y. And they're saying it's Nevada built. I'll just look up the propaganda. Nevada built Model Y. Nevada built Tesla Model Y is coming in 2020, Musk says, 14 hours ago. So that had to have been January 31st. See? Published January 31st, 2019, a date with 51 numerology, talking about Model Y, Y51. And it's Nevada built. 21 weeks and 1 day from his birthday. Nevada equals 47, 211 to 47 prime. And it's not even that. It's just the fact that is a 47 being used inside this Freemasonic ritual. That's the main thing. Tesla, they participate in numbers for Freemasonry, for space, for conspiracy. Here we get space-time rituals, outer space 147, the opposite at 47 degrees, Euclid's 47th problem about establishing a foundation. And then we're talking about the Nevada built, 47, 20, on a date with 71 numerology, 71 to 20th prime. So I hope everyone's following along right now. I hope I'm not confusing anyone. Tesla also announced a pickup truck. Not many details are released about it yet, but he was cited to say that it looks something out of Blade Runner 51, full reduction. This is the number I've been preaching about. This is like his favorite number, 51, because it combines conspiracy, and conspiracy are the numbers for space. Because regardless of what you believe or know about space, it's still a conspiracy from the Freemasons. Whatever is going on, whatever is not going on, you don't know, and they're covering things up, they're manipulating things. It's absolutely a conspiracy by definition. And they put those numbers for Freemason, for conspiracy, and space, programming, all the time. This thing, they say this looks like something from Blade Runner. See? Blade Runner, 51. Order out of Chaos 183. When you read out 33, you get 66. The Freemasons branding the propaganda, the deception. Tesla Motors 58, like I said before. So, it's kind of a while to spend on this because I still want to talk about NASA. I think this one's even cooler. I want to see what O'Reilly sums do. Like, why they just have him with O'Reilly right there. O'Reilly 39, 33, 78, 33. This is exactly it. This is what I love. Look at this, guys. Look at this shit. This is coded propaganda. Yes, this is my site. But this picture it's from, it's a Wikimedia Commons picture. You just go to Wiki or Google Photos. It's a Creative Commons picture. Go to Google Images, search for like any photo that you can use and reproduce. And this is one of the photos they give you. And again, you have to ask, why is this photo, like, why is he even on the O'Reilly? That's what I'm saying. He's on specific Freemasonic programming by the numbers. O'Reilly equals 7833, like Tesla. I mean, it's just perfect. You see this? O'Reilly 8439, like Masonry. Do you understand? This is how it works. I'm so glad I found this picture. It's here to stay. It's not copyrighted photos, so they're not going to take it down. But who knows? They always could, because it still says on Google, although it says stamped for use, reuse, and modification, they still say at the bottom, this photo still may be subject to copyright. I'm like, go fuck off. Of course, Google, these Zionist Jews and their copyright laws, which, of course, I'm not all about ripping off people's work, but, they take that to a far extreme. Can't even show MLB programming on my channel or something like that. So we'll quickly look at NASA, what they did today. When I say today, of course, I mean January 31st, 2019. I'm sorry for confusing anyone. That's why happens when you make videos after midnight. You haven't gone to bed yet, like that. So here is the Thwaites Glacier. They're saying that it's melting because it's a big cavity they found. So NASA finds a cavity inside the glacier. They found a cavity, 44. V is the 22nd letter, so you don't need to reduce it. It's the master builder number. So we reduce everything else, add them all, 44. Glacier, reverse in alphabetical order, reducing each letter to a single digit, 44. So I did with life lesson number 44. They're talking about they found a cavity inside a glacier. And who's telling us this? NASA, because it's these space numbers, the numbers for Freemason and conspiracy. You understand how I'm seeing this? And can't forget it was 1/31, 131, the 32nd prime. They were 32 numerology, Scottish 32. They're the Scottish Rite Freemasons, Scottish 113. NASA founded it with 113 numerology. Thwaites, Glacier. We're going to look at the propaganda. It was from Newsweek. I think I already linked it in. Yeah, I usually link them in here now. Just because you can see the rituals they're putting out. NASA finds, see, on January 31st, 2019 at 9:57, Scottish Rite 57, Moon 57. I mean, it's just perfect. Not only are they putting it out, they're putting it out at 9:57. We'd like to send you notifications for the latest propaganda. No thanks. I think CNN's enough usually. But if you wanted to get notifications from them and stay on top of their deception, not a bad idea. This is very comical right here. The 90 million years ago. So of all the years to show, they're showing the 90. See, it starts with 200 million. This 24-second video for Basin 42. Here we get 90 million years. Because it's Antarctica. Antarctica 90. This is in alphabetical order. So this Antarctic propaganda, this bullshit from these Zionist Jews, this is definitely their polarizing, global warming, false flag propaganda. I mean, this is what this is all branched out of. I never saw what ICE summed to when I was doing this. Oh, ICE 17. So on a date with 17 numerology, they're giving us ICE propaganda. On 31/1, 311 is the 64th prime number. I mean, it's just unbelievable. This is by the numbers propaganda. That's what I hope people. I don't know why people come here and think I'm kidding. Think I'm making shit up. How am I making up the fact that this is by the numbers propaganda? It is absolutely divisive, polarizing propaganda, no pun intended, from the Zionist Jews. That's exactly what it is, from this Phoenician, old world, Freemasonic, Jesuit order. All under the same umbrella. The Rothschilds, the redhead Phoenician family, the prince and the queen, those actors over in England, it's all under the same umbrella. This is their propaganda. They're trying to distract you, lead you down the path of their agenda. Melt equals 14 billion tons of ice. And also kill equals 1744. So they're talking about, the imminent death of a glacier with the big crater inside or the big cavity. That's where a lot of ice could have been, and it's going to start melting. 14 billion tons of ice. Melt 14. Thwaites, Glacier, Thwaites equals 33, just to point that out, 105.33, like Masonry, Freemason, 48, 666 in reverse Sumerian. That's what we're dealing with, folks. Look at the lead author of the study, Pietro Milillo. Very well some Freemason. His name equals 75, 78, 165. Just like Scottish Rite. So I'm here telling you that NASA puts out everything but these numbers for Scottish Rite Freemasonry. He's the lead author. He's a radar specialist, a radar researcher, scientist from NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, which I never saw what this summed to. It's probably numbers for Freemasonry, I don't know, or Saturn or some shit. Oh. 317, the 66 prime number. 66 books. King James Bible, Revelation 66:1. They like to do things by numbers of revelation and prophecy as well, because prophecy 110 as well. That's why they give you their false prophecy. Very interesting. But understand, Pietro Melillo is the radar scientist, and his name sums to the same thing as Scottish Rite. He's the lead author. The lead author. That means he's the lead author of this fake news propaganda. That means he takes orders from the Freemasons, the Zionist Jews. And he very well is one himself. I also like how they coded complex pattern right here. $70. No, there was one. Thwaites Glacier 70. Complex pattern. There's something on my mind I'm trying to get out that has been holding. It's about this. Oh well. It's nothing new. It's literally just more of the same. Like, don't feel like it wouldn't have been anything. I mean, even his last name. Look at his last name, 44107. It's just, I really think people don't pay attention. I don't mean the people that follow this work and understand it. The people that don't understand what I'm showing, they just don't pay attention. Like, I'm so repetitive. The guy, his last name is Melillo. I'm pronouncing it wrong, but you see it. 44107. There's also a lot of 37s in this piece. NASA 73. Look at the 107, 44. NASA 28, 107 to 20th prime. Mason 28. But 107 is also just 17. 1744. This is the last name of the guy, of the lead author of the propaganda coming out from NASA on a date with 4417 numerology. I mean, come on. To think that people don't get what I'm showing is just, it really is beyond me. You don't, and because I show it so often, I call out in advance. It doesn't matter how skeptical or new you are, you can't deny this. That's the whole point. Why do you think not many people are denying this? Because not many people are that fucking retarded to deny this. If you're denying this, it's because you're not smart in any way, shape, or form. But I remember what I was going to say. And it's really interesting when I found this out. But it's a quick, cool gematria lesson about how they craft these words, manufacture them. The word radar equals 42, 24, 93, 39. And if you know how radar works, isn't it really interesting how radar is a palindrome? So RADAR is RADAR backwards. It's the same thing. And then using the alphabetical order, R is the 18th letter, A is the first, D is the fourth, all of that. Add them all, 42. When you reduce each letter to a single digit, it's 24, the reflection. Likewise, reversing the alphabetical order and reducing is the same thing, 93, 39. These are the numbers for Saturn, the keeper of time. And radar that's how it works. It's like you send out a signal and it's a receiver transmitter system. And then whatever comes back at it, it just processes that like reflection. And they even use the word reflection in Wikipedia. I mean, I think this is one of my easily favorite examples of like how they make this all work. I mean, it's just too perfect. And they're the numbers for Saturn. It's on top of it all. They're the numbers for Saturn. I mean, well, of course. Radio waves from the transmitter reflect off the object and return to the receiver, giving information about the object's location and speed. Reflection, that's there's like 49. Holy crap! There's a whole section on the reflection. That's what I'm trying to get on here. Radar is all about reflection. That's the main part of it. That's how it works. And you see how and just using the base ciphers, the reflections of each other. This is why the base ciphers are so important. This is why this is all you need. Yes, other ciphers are really good and important too, but you understand how if you're just trying to teach people, you're trying to keep it simple and clean, you can just tell a lot with these. The alphabetical order and the rules of numerology, forwards and backwards. Radar is a palindrome. These words are reflections. Radar is a technology designed by the Zionist Jew order. I know that you can just, your radar is a natural thing in that sense, but as in how it works, like physics and stuff, but the whole concept, the term radar, see, was coined in 1940, Enlightenment 194, by the United States Navy. So do you understand? They're telling you here, this term for this phenomena was coined by the United States Navy. And you see what I just explained. You see this. The Navy is doing this because the Navy participates in this. They practice gematria, numerology. They do things by the numbers. You know, Navy 6217, like Mason. They are the Freemasons. You know, Army 5721, like Moon. Freemason 51. Of course, Marine 33. Masonry 33, 39. Army, Navy, and Marine all have numbers for Freemasonry because that is what it is. And then I've saw someone say, oh, because there's all the different numbers, you can always get numbers for Freemasonry. I mean, people will try to say things that discredit this work, but those people are just trolls or stupid. So you see how radar works. You see how it sums to that. If there's anything you take away from this video, it should be that. And of course, how they're putting out propaganda by the numbers on the day. This is 6 months and 2 days from NASA's birthday. Their July 29th, 2018 birthday when they turned 60. Sacrifice equals 62. Polar equals 62. 6 months, 2 days. Talking about polar melting. So that's pretty much it. They use the word disturbing a lot in this. Like all the outlets use disturbing. Disturbing equals 51. That also has a gematria of 1, 2, 3, and 47, like conspiracy. Freemason equals 147. I meant to say 147, not 47, but you know what I mean. So that's it. I don't mean to make this video super long, so we're going to cut it out. Although I noticed how on February 1st, today with 42 numerology, 22 the master builder number, and then it's the 333 days remaining. And this is what's catching my eye. So the 32nd day is always a day with 333 days remaining. Scottish 32, 333. Freemason's all about number 33 and 333 as well. Just the number 3, when you triple a digit, you do magnify its power. So what's catching my eye is that, though, it's not going to be a day with 42 numerology. Every year, it's a day with 333 days remaining. So they got the 15, number connected to death, killing, murder, and 47 is the 15th prime. They're all about number 47. I just suspect some big Masonic ritual today. Could be some, Manchester, England, London shooting. I don't know. It doesn't have to be in London. That's an example. It's just because they've had those in like 322, 223 Masonic numbers. But, I think it'll be an exciting Friday for them in that sense. But I'm not too sure what they'll put out. But it's going to be by these numbers. It'll definitely be by the number 42. So someone point that out. Saturn 21. Probably some Saturnian ritual. Saturn 42, 21. 2/1. Donald Trump's definitely going to do something. America 32. All right, so I'm about to close this, but if anyone wants a recap, it was a date with 4471 numerology, 17 numerology, Milelo, the last name of the person, 4417, Elon 17, Musk 44, Glacier 44, Cavity 44. And it's all coming out by the numbers. Nevada 47, 21, 1 from his birthday. If anyone wants to come in and read this, plenty of information to read here. I'm putting out more. I finally put out Gilda Radner, her sacrifice. I was just sacrificed at 42. And the beauty of blog posts is that, I found out more information, you just add to them. So they're always growing if I find something else, after the fact. But I'm not going to go over this, but if you want to read this, this is all by the numbers. All About Numbers for Freemasonry, her and Offset's relationship, their breakup. Her and Offset are two actors for the Zionist Jews. Peace out.